Hey everybody, it's Saturday, October 20th, and my name is Colin. I'm suffering from ciprofloxacin toxicity syndrome is the official name. I also have Lyme disease. It's getting harder and harder to wake up every morning and just get up. My arms feel like lead, and I've got a twitch now on my left tricep. The entire tricep twitches, and it's pretty maddening. I think it's like, you have your nerve fibers or whatever back here, and maybe just a small piece of it is haywire, which is causing my constant pelvic spasm. But that's been going on for a year, and I think that it's starting to affect other nerves. Maybe that's why I'm getting these random twitches, and maybe it's not just the muscle weakness. I know if I try to use my muscles too much, they do get twitches. So I don't know how they're correlated, but I look at it as like a bundle of cables. If one cable was bad, eventually it's going to start affecting the other cables. But I look back on my life, and it's hard not to. It's so devastating, because I had so much, and I took my health and my body for granted. And I knew that I was sensitive to chemicals like alcohol and cigarettes and weed, and I had a bad experience with weed, and ironically I wanted to stay away from weed, but it was okay for me to put a synthetic poison known as fluoroquinolone antibiotics into my body. I just thought, oh, well, my body can handle, I'll just try one pill, it's so wrong, They brainwash you to say that weed is so bad, but weed comes from nature, and yet they say that these antibiotics are so good for you, but they're synthetic poison. It's like, it's backwards. There's no drug. The major problem isn't the drug problem, it's the legal drug problem that the pharmaceuticals push. They're the richest companies in the world. Do you think they want to stop making drugs and stop making you need the drugs and stop coming up with all these conditions? They say that, oh, you have irritable bowel syndrome, you need this drug, you need this drug. Anyways, it doesn't matter for me. The days are getting really hard, and I feel my body degrading. No matter how healthy I eat, I feel it degrading from this spasm and this condition and this attack I'm under, and it's very hard to stay positive and to keep hope alive. And even in that case, I think it's impossible not to think back at the past and how beautiful it was compared to the way it is now. So it's like, it's hard to, you know what I mean? I think you know what I'm talking about. I can't say it because I have to protect myself. But I believe that Cipro is so evil, fluoroquinolone antibiotics, to be able to cross into the blood-brain barrier is an evil thing, and it destroys you, it destroys your DNA, that's what it does, is it destroys DNA, If it can't find a bacteria, well, then it destroys your DNA, your ability to heal. Your natural, God-given at birth DNA code is shaken up like an Etch-a-Sketch, and you get to suffer the rest of your life if you take enough of it, or maybe even depends how sensitive you are. I have a almost constant twitching in my left tricep. I suspect that things are just going to degenerate nerve-wise, and I don't know if I want to stick around and watch all that happen. You know what I mean? It's like, why be on a sinking ship? Just, you don't want to go out in pain, in prolonged pain. It's better to have like a few minutes of really bad pain and tear and everything than to have a prolonged, eventually prolonged suffering. Oh, now my internal organs are starting to hurt, and this, now I can't even walk, now I can't even move my arms. It's like, I don't know how much of this I can take. It would be nice if my mind wasn't so bad, thinking about the past. But it's not. It realizes all the loss of life that has incurred, mainly majorly because of the tick bite and the Lyme, but the loss of life. I mean, the death of me was from the Cipro, not the Lyme. Lyme just made it so I couldn't, have sexual intercourse with a girl, which ruled out a natural family or maybe like a real relationship. I couldn't be really intimate with a girl, but there's other things in life that you can love, but you need your body and you need your health, and the Cipro ruled that out. And my own cowardice and everything, and that compounds when you think about it. Oh, if I would have just stood up for myself, I would have listened to my body, I would have listened to nature. Nature is telling you something's wrong, stop taking these pills. If I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have listened to this person, and those things, there's a million of those things in my head that I can't help but feel, because I have nothing now. I at least have a good setup here, but I'm degrading. You can't help but think of those things when you're degrading, and all I can tell you that's watching this is cherish your body, cherish your health, and live life. That's another thing, is I didn't live my life. I was always brooding, I was always like upset about something in the past, or I just felt I didn't want to live life and appreciate what I had and appreciate my body and appreciate how great I was. I took it all for granted. Just to be human and normal health is a great blessing, to be able to just be and live and have a normal functioning body is, cherish that and laugh and have fun and enjoy life, because that really keeps you alive, to be social and to enjoy life and to enjoy other people. And those were things that I didn't do, and I had it in me, and it was all possible, and it was like it was all coming, and it just got cut short by the Lyme and the Cipro, and now, I have such an extremely limited life. It's just, it's mind-boggling, I don't want to feel sorry for myself, but it's just a cloud of a realization of what could have been and what really is like, it's like fortune favors the brave, and I was never brave, and it's just compounding every day.